For as long as we've been building with wood, we've also been fighting to protect it. Rain, sun, insects, rot, nature always wins eventually. Today, companies sell deck stains, waterproofing formulas and sealants that claim to last years but often wash away after a single season. Most people assume this is just the cost of owning anything made of wood. But early farmers knew better. Long before hardware stores existed, traditional builders and farmers created wood preservatives using natural ingredients that protected barns, fences, tools, and even entire homes for decades. These weren't fancy chemicals, they were simple mixtures anyone could make, often from ingredients already found in the home or farm. This ancient wood preservative is not only incredibly effective, it's still used today in parts of Europe, Africa, Asia, and the rural Americas. And once you understand how it works, you'll realize why you may never need to buy deck stain again. While different farming cultures had their own recipes, the method that has survived the longest uses a combination of boiled linseed oil, which is historically pressed flaxseed oil, beeswax or natural resin, pine tar, which is optional but extremely traditional, citrus oil or vinegar to thin the mixture, and heat, which binds all the ingredients into the grain of the wood. This blend creates a deep-penetrating, water-resistant, rot-resistant coating that bonds to the wood fibers, not just the surface. It works like a natural polymer, flexible, breathable, and long-lasting. Modern deck stain looks good for a season or two, then flakes or fades, but the traditional wood preservative, First, it penetrates deep into the wood. When heated, the oil wax mixture soaks down into the grain. The deeper the penetration, the longer the protection. Synthetic coatings just sit on top and chip off. So, here's another thing. Natural oil finishes create a flexible moisture barrier. You know, wood expands and contracts over time. Hard sealants, well, they tend to crack, but natural oils actually move right along with the wood. This prevents water intrusion, which is the #1 cause of rot. Now, let's talk about how these oils are naturally antimicrobial and insect repellent. Pine tar and linseed oil, for example, have properties that repel termites, wood-boring beetles, fungi, and even mold. Back in the day, farmers didn't have access to modern pest control, so really, this was their protection. Another big benefit is that these finishes are fully breathable. Wood needs to exhale, so to speak. When it can't, moisture gets trapped and rot just accelerates. Natural oil finishes allow moisture to escape without letting water in. And hey, if you ever need to freshen things up, you can do it easily. Instead of stripping and sanding, you just wipe another light coat on top. No peeling, no blotching, and honestly, no frustration. So, this stuff lasts, anywhere from 3 to 10 years depending on the climate. Most modern deck stains just don't come close, honestly. There are, quite a few variations out there, but the classic method goes like this. Step 1. Heat the oil. Farmers would simmer linseed oil, or sometimes another natural drying oil, until it was nice and warm. These days, folks use boiled linseed oil because it absorbs real quick, and, warm oil just means it sinks in deeper. Step 2. Melt the beeswax. Beeswax was shaved or grated, then melted into the hot oil. It thickens the mixture, improves water resistance, and helps harden the final finish. Step 3. Add pine tar. Pine tar, made by burning pine roots and collecting the resin, was optional but common. It added, UV protection, fungal resistance, a rich rustic brown color, and, extreme longevity. Viking ships were coated in pine tar. Farmers used the same principle. Step 4. Thin it with citrus or vinegar. To make the mixture easier to brush and soak, they added citrus oil, turpentine from pine sap, vinegar, or even animal fat in some regions. This helped the finish spread evenly and penetrate the wood. Step 5. Apply while warm. The secret wasn't just the ingredients, it was really about how you put it on. The mixture was brushed on when warm, which, well, opened the wood pores and let it soak right in. Often, farmers applied 3 coats, just letting the wood drink as much as it wanted. Even though we have all these modern chemicals, nothing really fully replaces deep penetration, breathability, anti-rot properties, UV resistance, and all natural ingredients. These days, a whole lot of woodworkers, boat builders, and homesteaders still use this blend because honestly, it performs better than modern stains and contains no harmful fumes. On deckboards, fences, sheds, and raised beds, the results pretty much speak for themselves. Water beads on the surface, the wood darkens beautifully, mold struggles to grow, and, well, maintenance is minimal. If you want a finish that lasts for years, this is honestly the closest thing to the indestructible wood coatings of the past. Here's a modern approximation of the ancient recipe. It's easy, safe, and fast. 1 quart boiled linseed oil, about half a cup melted beeswax, half to 1 cup pine tar, which is optional, but wow, it's powerful, and a 1/4 cup citrus solvent, or even vinegar. Warm gently, stir until smooth, and then just apply with a brush or cloth. On thirsty wood, the first coat will disappear quickly. By the 3rd coat, you'll have a rich, water-resistant finish that rivals commercial stains and lasts longer. For me, the shift was instant. With the natural preservative, my deckboard stopped fading, my fence stopped splitting, and my outdoor furniture finally stayed protected longer than a season. Ancient farmers developed this because they had to. Wood was precious, structures needed to last. Their methods worked then, and they work even better now. If you're tired of stains that peel and fade, this old-world wood preservative may be the last finish you ever use. Gentle herb living.